Ready. See So See Sabrina Williams. Hi, my name is Sabrina Williams. I come from Takla Nation. It's a beautiful place up here. During my educational leadership journey, the land is where I went to when I needed to make those really tough decisions. And it helped me, it guided me. In order to be able to give back, I need to protect what our ancestors knew at Sedetni. They left us. It's our turn to be able to give back. And that's what this is an educational journey through an indigenous lens, my lens. If you'd like to hear more about my story, please keep watching. Thank you. Masicho.
Throughout my first 30 years of life, I laid the strong foundation that is who I am today. My whole world changed when I became a mother, and I became even more connected to the truth, embracing the qualities of a loving woman, a kind spirit, and a warrior. This connection initiated my ancestral purpose, and I could feel in my mind, body, and spirit that it is time to become Nichuninzi Mudisili, a leader. I was not scared. I was not new to this role. I was ready. My ancestors within me made me feel strong, safe, and prepared to share this connection with all my relations. There have been traumatic events, healing processes, and system placements in many historical events. Understanding how other leaders have addressed these issues to strengthen the community is the focus. In The Listening Leader, Saphir says, "The future comes from where we are now. The future won't change until we look thoughtfully at our present. We have sufficient human capacity to think and reflect together, to care about one another, to act courageously, to reclaim the future." Roman Kurznerek reminded me, while reading The Good Ancestor, of the pressing need for deep time humility in the current state of intergenerational justice. Awoke a legacy mindset within me that connected a transcendent goal of mine to be a good ancestor right now. The energy connection opened the path to holistically forecast cathedral thinking, helping future generations. On my suffering days as a leader, I am gentle with my mind, body, and spirit, and I go to the land for guidance and comfort. The Creator will help you when you need it most. Being a leader in the 21st century, that connection is crucial. Long-term thinking is the goal, and 7 generations from now, I will walk hand in hand with the school community I lead today. In my yearly plan, I also include 7-generation goals, which are just as important. Some of those goals include providing opportunities for my people to heal their traumas. Thinking about the future generation is hard when your mind, body, and spirit are disconnected. I cannot do this alone, nor do I want to. I want everyone to be connected to the great mystery, the Creator. It's less scary knowing that you will make mistakes, but someone has your back no matter what, and everything will be okay. I found an article about similar actions our community has used to create a safe space through trauma-informed practices. The article is called "Ticking the Box of Cultural Safety is Not Enough: Why Trauma-Informed Practice is Critical to Indigenous Healing." It talks about how to acknowledge and help the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples in Australia. The helpers have to learn and understand the history and traumas they went through. It is essential to learn trauma-informed practice to achieve cultural safety and healing. In Aliwar country, northwest of Alice Springs, there is a remote Indigenous community where Dr. Belfridge learned what cultural safety meant. It meant the people needed to feel like they could be themselves and that the healthy community was connected to their lives. For this trauma informed practice to be effective, individuals, communities, and families must either lead or be part of the program's design process. The impact of racism hinders this work, but closing the equity gap of privilege and understanding, deep knowledge of trauma will make it possible to change the belief systems in place. Trauma-informed practice asks, what is the person's story, rather than what is wrong with that person? The trauma lives in the body always. It does not go away. It becomes a part of you. With trauma-informed practice, it reduces the risk of being re-traumatized and connects to multiple healthy things in life. The book Belonging, The Science of Creating Connection and Bridging Divides by Jeffrey L. Cohen starts out with a focus on nurturing belonging to succeed in cultivating resilience and confidence. We make a wise intervention to be mindful of others' needs, and in doing so, we become more humane. Sharing perspectives fosters a stronger sense of belonging. This is the beginning of creating connections. Cohen says sharing vulnerabilities is another powerful way to bridge divides, which can help the trauma-informed practice connect to healing in all walks of life. In the audiobook Healing the Soul Wound, Trauma-Informed Counseling for Indigenous Communities, the effects of the soul wound include stress in the form of anxiety and depression that is in response to our ancestors not having the time to grieve or heal. From the ongoing trauma, the pain became repressed and regressed into the unconscious. Some of the ways to numb or cope with this pain include drugs, alcohol, PTSD, and many other ways the mind protects itself to survive. Being able to heal by weaving together the two languages from Western and Indigenous soul wound healing experts is key to proper understanding and effective ways to help, utilizing all the knowledge gifted to us. For example, in Western studies, it is referred to as the unconscious. In Indigenous ways of knowing, it is called the dream time or the black world. In decolonizing and indigenizing visions of educational leadership, global perspectives in Charting the Course, Volume 1st edition, the translation is not reliant on the colonial language. It is engaging to return, reawaken, and revitalize the traditional language to shape our reality. Educational leadership can be a breath of new life that can be exhaled into our current system, which need renewal and liberation to envision our way forward that is spiritually centered and life-affirming. Nijioki asks, how can we personally and professionally unlink from colonial wiring as it relates to leadership in higher education? How might we envision an institution that is grounded in Indigenous knowledges across all aspects, including governance, operations, curricula, and standards for learning? These are great questions to ask at a time when space is available to remind us of the possibilities and opportunities to be in better relations to one another, Mother Earth, and our purpose. In restoring education to rebuild connections after severing the relationships of colonization that have silenced many voices, it is time to share the whole story to help exercise the responsibility over our own lives. Acknowledging what has been done to us, how our people were stolen, how our mind, body, and spirit were historically raped, and our ancestors' blood, deeply rooted within the trauma, connected us with no space for peace, only resiliency. Now the journey begins to remember who we are and whose shoulders we stand upon. My ancestors' blood is my blood. The story of fighting back to tell the story, not in words but in actions. So when it comes time for us warriors to stand up, we connect with the fearlessness and relentlessness to create a better future for everyone. We are connected, all colors, all cultures, all voices, all stories. In 100 years, what stories will people speak and feel if they, too, are historically silenced? Have we made this reality any better than we left it? It's never too late to restory the racism and oppression within our present story. It is called the present because right now is a gift. Restoring can start with being grateful, teaching and learning, and this can change how you connect with the present. Falling in love with as many things as possible may open up opportunities to nourish the learning spirit and decolonize in a graceful manner. Restory the education and Indigenous people's relationship with something as simple and powerful as music. It is a sacred gift that everyone can connect with, and a tool Indigenous people used to get them through their traumas when learning about restoring education. It reminded me of a vision I had and a song.
A vision that I would like to share with you. In that vision that I had, I was running in a trail, and I could feel all of the hurt, all of the trauma, a lot of the things that I was wanting to run away from. It was heavy. It was like carrying a backpack. And no matter how fast I ran, it didn't get any better. When I finally turned around from being so beaten down and hurt, I turned to a bear, my spirit. The land helped me connect again with my spirit. And when that happened, this song happened. And it's the song that I would like to share with you.